Sweetie. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So apparently, Disney came out with a statement, a reply to Treon, and its statement about going to the investors to get a seat on the Disney board. And the first thing they did was go after Ike Perlmutter, which I'm going to tell you guys is not a shock. Okay, Perlmutter is an enemy of Bob Iger's. They've never liked each other. After Chapek was unceremoniously dumped for no reason, Perlmutter's head was on the table. And apparently, he has gotten into an alliance of sorts with Nelson Peltz and Treon Partners. And it's intriguing because there's, I think, probably even more to it than just those two. Well, I'll explain why. Bob Iger is moving at Bob Iger's pace with all the changes coming to Disney. That's what he's doing. And a lot of the people at Disney are not happy with the speed with which he's moving. And again, because of the failure of the Marvels, this is happening again. But there's more to it than that. Like I said before, the parks and other entertainment like that the parks and experiences are doing quite well. However, streaming is coming along, but the linear networks and the media, the movies, are not doing well at all. This is the first year that Disney has not had $1 billion selling movie. And with the demise of Ike Perlmutter and the fact that, look, Kevin Feige has not had a hit since Avengers Endgame. Okay, that's it. Okay, and I'm really wondering what's going to happen next, because if his boss gets back in somehow or gets on the board, his old boss, he might end up going. All right, this is very interesting, but this is what it looks like to me, is that Perlmutter wants to take Iger out. Okay, and they want, of course, Peltz wants change. He's a serious investor. But there's something else that no one's talked about. There's a rumor out there that George Lucas, who has a lot of proxy shares in Disney, is also part of this cabal. And the reason is, when the shit hit the fan, rubber met the road, Bob Iger did not defend George Lucas, and he did not do what was best for Star Wars. Like I said before in my previous video, Iger's been given a lot of really bad advice. And I think one of the bad advisors is gone. That's Alan Horn. He's been given bad advice about these movies by several people, Kathleen Kennedy, etc. And shit-canning George's ideas for the sequels was bullshit. Okay, but let's go through this more.
People don't sell businesses that make money, right? They sell the losers.
So this little cabal, we know for sure that Nelson Peltz is in league with Ike Perlmutter and may also be in league with George Lucas. George, look, I tell you right now, George is not a guy to piss off because he will get back at you somehow. That is just who he is. And I would suspect that he probably is involved with this. It's a feeling I've had for a while. But the fact of the matter is that Disney is not basically addressing Peltz's concerns. They're addressing his alliance with Ike Perlmutter is very interesting. They're going the personal route, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, this is about Perlmutter being upset that he was fired from his job. And he wants to get back at Iger. That's an interesting analogy. It's petty. Now look, after having been around congressmen and congressional power brokers like I was and politicos, pettiness is what they do. This is what they're professionals at. So their dislikes of each other, their bugaboos, can turn into a real mess if it's not held in check. If you make business personal, then you start making mistakes. And I do believe because Iger did that you will see Treon Partners on the board of the Walt Disney Corporation. And all because is, hey, if Ike Perlmutter's pissed off because you fired him and he's made this personal, it's because you made it personal. Look, Bob Iger has never liked Ike Perlmutter. He hasn't. This shit's been going on for years, okay? Ike Perlmutter knows Nelson Peltz, and those two are probably enough to cause a proxy war that will get Peltz a seat. If you throw George Lucas into it, the proxy war's won. Okay, when he sold Lucasfilm, he got a lot of shares along with it. And, you're looking at your bottom line saying, hey, Bob, what the fuck is going on? There's a lot to that, okay? And the fact of the matter is, yes, it's about Perlmutter and Iger. It's about Perlmutter being fired for no reason. Perlmutter was fired because Iger hates him. All right. That's it. He wasn't the problem at Marvel. The wokesters who write the TV shit are the problem. And they were the ones that caused it. Ike Perlmutter is not a woke person at all. In fact, people were accusing him of awful things because he was at a Trump rally. Big deal. Okay. This is where it is. And this is now become personal. Okay. Business should never become personal. All right. But here's where we are. So my advice is, I think Disney's going to have to allow Nelson Peltz a seat on the board. That's what I think. I think it would be a great idea, and it would slow the inevitable downfall of Bob Iger down. All right. Because look, I respect him. He's a survivor, and he's trying to do what's right for the company, but it might be too little too late. The investors want results, and if they're not getting results, there you go. Anyway, this is Steph. Get ready because I wasn't expecting a reply like this so fast. Shit's going down. Steph, sending out. See you around the galaxy.